The genesis for our approach to a core Applied EarthWorks value, that is an emphasis on quality work and work that gets done right the first time, is a carryover from Infotech. It was those senior people that set the tone from the very beginning of Applied EarthWorks in terms of the quality of our work. And I think that really has set us apart from most cultural resources contractors. It clearly has, because we now have owner managers, and so I mentioned earlier that the company is much more centralized than it used to be, and I think that at least partly is a reflection of having employee owners who, rightfully so, are interested in the entire company, not just what's going on in their respective offices.
Like the company itself, AE's mission and its values have evolved over the years. One thing that has always remained constant and consistent is our commitment to the highest quality product. Doing the job right the first time and providing the best possible product for our clients. That mindset, that mission carried over from Infotech, and I would have to credit Mike Morato, who was one of the founders of Applied EarthWorks, with instilling those values in us. Mike always insisted on the highest professional standards, the highest business standards, and the highest levels of integrity in the company. And I think that's something that we've always held fast to, even though we've evolved and our view of the marketplace has evolved as the market itself has changed in 25 years.
Applied EarthWorks mission and values comes directly from the individuals who formed the company. I think about our founders like Mike and Susan, and longtime employees like Barry and Clay, and I see how much their passion for historic preservation, their diligence, their work ethic, the quality of their products, these are exactly the characteristics that Applied EarthWorks stands for. There's three clients that stand out to me that really formed the foundation for much of our business, and these are PG&E, Caltrans, and of course the United States Air Force. Not only did these clients provide much of our revenue base, but some really great projects to work on that were fun and rewarding for our staff. In many cases, the work we conducted contributed greatly to a better understanding of the prehistory or the history of a region, and that is something we can be really proud of. Another transformation in our company happened with the boom of solar power and renewable energy projects. This opened up a whole new sector of clients and geography that we could tap into and add to our portfolio.
In terms of professionally rewarding projects or sites, there are two that stand out for me, both of them on Vandenberg Air Force Base. One of those is Swordfish Cave, which was a well-known rock art site, and it's named after a prominent swordfish motif. Visitors to the site were damaging the rock art. We excavated 2 different seasons within the cave, but it was very interesting, very rewarding. We excavated almost the entire fill inside the cave, and it is very, very rare as archaeologists that we get to excavate almost an entire site. The second noteworthy professionally rewarding project was at Sudden Flat site in southern Vandenberg. It's a buried shell midden that had a gully that had cut through it, and it was rapidly eroding it. We sampled it and were quite surprised to find, based on Bayesian modeling, that it dates to 11,000 years ago. And as far as I know, that makes it the oldest site on the coastal site on the mainland of the West Coast. Most interesting about that site is that, in addition to being just old, is that the occupants used electric technology that we have not seen at any other sites on the base or anywhere else on the coast since then. The flakestone tools were very, very finely crafted, very narrow flake scars, just well-made tools. But not only that, the lithic assemblage had microblades and burins, and similar to what you find in Alaska. We have not found those anywhere else on Vandenberg. There has been one other site reported on, also old, reported on California's coast, where they had microblades and burins. So very interesting, very rewarding, and interestingly enough that we published the results in an article in the Journal of California Archaeology.
The PGT PG&E pipeline expansion project. This was a very large natural gas pipeline that went from the gas fields in Alberta, Canada, through Washington, Idaho, Oregon, and all the way down through California. Actually beginning in Alberta, Canada, and terminating near Fresno in the Central Valley. 1,100 miles of natural gas pipeline. And that was a key project that offered us some stability in the early years. Through that project, we made some very critical connections and developed some key alliances in the natural gas industry, in the pipeline industry, and in the environmental and construction management industry. And we were very, very fortunate to be able to leverage some of those connections and some of those personal relationships to build new projects and even expand the company